Natalie Menten is an RTD board director. She also has a deep appreciation for TABOR, which is the Taxpayer Bill of Rights. It's an amendment to the to the Colorado Constitution, and it basically is about consent. It says to politicians and bureaucrats, if you want to raise our taxes, you just have to ask us first. And then there's actually a formula of population and inflation, and if the revenue is above that, once again, politicians and bureaucrats are just supposed to ask us. But actually, they're trying to get around it. So Natalie Menten, RTD Board Director, regarding TABOR, the Taxpayers Bill of Rights.
Hello, everybody. So wonderful to see you here. 26 years ago, the Colorado citizens noticed that the state government and local governments were on the wrong path, and they were looking at a fiscal cliff if it continued without some sort of action as to address the spending in Colorado of our money. What they did was they worked very hard to put in a constitutional amendment. It didn't take just one time to the voters, it took multiple times. Each time, the voters understood a little more about the problem that existed and why we needed to pass that amendment. We certainly couldn't expect restraint from the folks that work here from January through May to control the spending. So it took citizens who worked hard, took time away from their families to go out and gather petition signatures to be able to put that fiscal restriction into the Constitution. Now, this didn't slash government like they'll tell you. It didn't cut government to the bone. It allows for reasonable growth in the state of Colorado. But we know that elected officials aren't happy with just reasonable growth. They want unrestricted growth. They don't care what that does to the sustainability of Colorado. They just want to create as many programs as they can that have little perks for the special interest groups, but don't take into consideration how hard it is for an average family to maintain their budget and what $100 or $200 or $1,000 means to that family. Is that a prescription that they can now afford? Is it the refrigerator that their family needs? Is it the shoes for their children? They have presented two bills this year that will go on to this November's ballot. House Bill 1258, 1257, and 1258. What they are seeking to do to the Taxpayers Bill of Rights, our constitutional amendment, and that's our amendment, is to take away our TABOR refunds forever. What do you say to that? Are you going to join the fight to stop this measure? We can all stand here today and we can all holler that we support the Taxpayers Bill of Rights, but we have to take it beyond this little setting here. What we have to do is train each of you in a boot camp setting to fully understand the Taxpayers Bill of Rights, because these legislators, the Democrats, don't understand it. They'll go to public meetings and they will state incorrect information to the average voter out there. You need to be prepared. You need to be armed with the right information to tell the people at that city council meeting or the town hall, we allow reasonable growth for government. We do not want to go over that fiscal cliff. I want you to go over to that table right there, the one that has the TABOR banner on it, and please sign up. Starting in July, we will be holding training sessions. We will arm you with the ammunition that you need to keep this fiscal, responsible constitutional amendment in Colorado. My name is Natalie Menten. For me, myself, I would walk over hot, burning coals to save the Taxpayers Bill of Rights. And I hope you'll join me. It's important for Colorado.